behind. Obviously, I feel like just gonna get bursted out.
Okay, look at that. Asuna though getting bursted out by the Beatrix ultimate, but Beatrix will be the one getting taken down by Ante on towards the back line. So accurate with that taunt right
Hello,
onto the
hello,
main target.
hello.
LCF taking Kyle down once more. Will be finding the turtle so very easily.
LCF versus Tartarus.
Though he showed himself on that bush and it was not
LCF
the best
dominate कर
position.
रहा
Here
है.
comes the curtain call on towards the blue side. Joseph does secure the buff, gets the taunt, but will have to run away. Starteezy with the ultimate right there, trying to deal some damage, but will be backing off safely.
The score sits at 6-11, you know, and it's
I think
with the goal lead as well, 3,000 on only 8 minutes. The Fanny's obviously effectiveness is going to be lowering down more and more because
हाँ
of the
भाई.
simple fact
Tartarus शुरू
that
in.
Fanny into later phases
Tartarus
mostly just
comeback
becomes
करेगी.
a split lane pusher. And you cannot really interact with it, but we do see some action in the bottom lane. Hayabusa, Sorar Moon gets taken down.
Oh,
Just as I speak.
Ramon gets taken down by Kyle. That's a 1v1. Pretty surprising, but it's okay, Dreams, we get you. Mistakes happen. And even the Fanny though, on towards the backside, look at that. He is also getting caught. Rudius misses the Tyrant's rage, but that's okay.
Oh, Nathan
tries to deal some damage, but no, Joseph is going to be escaping with less than 1% of his HP remaining. Back to safety and back with a little bit of farm right there.
It is just impressive what they've been able to pull off this game because Kufra is one of those heroes that is very high risk play, just like Franco. But as you have discussed with me, that Rudius is pretty good with high risk heroes, and it's obviously he's been proving it pretty right now. We can clearly notice the map presence and everything. But oh, looks like something's cooking up in the mid lane, Sarah.
Look at that. Look at the Tsunami Slam comes in by Kimi right on target. Lunox get bursted out right away, but there comes the damage from Hayabusa as well as Nathan. Seramun has to back off. So does Nathan. Now Kyle's time has started. He has the Malefic gun. He has his items, and he is getting the power spike, which was so needed for the side of TRT. We can see them trying to come back, and this match, it is still very much possible for the side of TRT to take in their own as they're going for the mid lane tier 1, and I think they would find it, but no, there comes the Kufra with the stun. There comes the balls, and it takes down Joseph right
Yo.
Conceal.
okay, look, it's not over. It's not over. They were chasing down Kyle and Eden, but thankfully they moved back to safety. But that means, Lord, it is going to be going to the hands of LCF right there.
And getting the Lord, that basically means the bottom lane is. Nah, I think it can come into mid lane as well because all of the lanes have their tier 2s alive. Tier 1s are already down, so a lot of map being covered. One thing that Tartarus has done really good is they have equalized the macro.
India number
because of the fact that if they had taken the Lord, this game would have shifted. But clearly, it hasn't just yet. With the Lord coming up into the top lane, if any better watch out, gets a little bit taunted over here. Sarah.
Nice.
Look at Starteezy just on towards the backside, but look at the Tsunami Slam coming in though, just marking down the ante. Oh, but the Tyrant's Rage catches 2 in the backside, but Kufra will fall prey to the Kimi's immobilize. Not good for the side of LCF right there. They lost 2 of their members before the Lord fight. Rarmoon does find 27 though, and Star finds Kyle. Oh my goodness. Starteezy were really showing who's the boss.
Gotta give it out to Sarkeezy and of course Asuna as well. These two people have been doing insane work this time around. Not to mention, look at the natives. Starkeezy, better watch out, and he does too. So, but yeah, gotta give the credit to Rudius as well. But oh, the Fanny bursted, gone, decimated.
Mistake. Wow, just that sheer burst coming in and the timing of Seramon's shadow, so accurate, so immaculate, just perfectly well done by LCM right now. They will be finding the tier inhibitor onto the mid side. Kufra tried to mark down 27, did not find it. Asuna though trying to mark down Kyle, will not find it, but LCM finds the bigger target. They find the base.
And obviously, we gotta go back to our host. Why am I so close to the camera, man? I gotta go back a little bit. Yeah, somewhere around this. Hey,
for my
welcome back, man. How was the game?
The game was pretty good, and those big balls you were talking about was too good as well. But you know what? Taktisi was awesome all the way. He was awesome in this whole match. Nobody's
And
that was,
Nathan.
if I remember, Tara, if you remember that, the only kill he just, throw, it was hit when the game started in the early
किसी को
game.
इतना पनिश कर
Then it was so obvious that no one ever finds him in the way he was already being, going back by just not giving any chance to the side of Tartars to take him down. And that's the only reason that they managed to just not win this match, but just pierced with the aggression against the Tartarus. I mean, the damage from this Natan was too great. He was literally eating each and every member of Tartarus.
Of course, and ladies and gentlemen, of course.
To protect the realm.
Just got disconnected.
What
Yeah.
is there to regret?
We're in the break. Okay,
रोम रोम भाइयों रोम रोम भाइयों
ये तारा इनको बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत देने वाला है थोड़ा सा फिर से यहाँ
Nah. थोड़ा सीख लेते हैं पहला मैच कैसा खेलना होगा नाटा ने
It's
इतना
that
गैप कर
simple.
दिया क्या
Gesture, hand gesture is kind of like that. I mean, Amris. And here we go, guys. The caster.
See that both the teams will
Rotation
try to
line.
focus on towards the goal lane this
एक
time.
मिनट के अंदर ही
Early
सीधा ये
rotation
लोग रोटेट
coming in
करते
by
हैं गोल
Glorious,
पे
Kimi, Eden, as well as Kyle all together. What a skirmish just under the 1 minute mark.
Yeah.
But on towards the EXP though,
Gato
CC will
versus
definitely have the easier time against the Gato
CC.
Kacha. So obviously we will have to see which team takes the early lead from here.
Absolutely, the score sits at 1-1, and anyone who wins this is going to be basically putting a mental pressure. It's going to be the fact that the fourth game will be more into their favor. But let's see what's it going to be. And just like we discussed, the drafts is a little bit more spicy. I am more interested into the goal lane matchup because the Beatrix is. It's a little weird in the sense that she has obviously 4 weapons, so that gives her edge over almost most marksmen. And but at the same time,
अच्छा
Nathan, Kyle will have a little bit better time around. Not on the top, perhaps. Yes, much more heavily reliant on it. But let's see, AOG pops in too early, perhaps. Yes, it is.
भाई क्या किया ये
Okay, look at that. There comes a taunt onto
Hmm.
Kimi, and he will be taken out right away by Anti right there.
That's
But
what Kimi
there
said.
comes a
Early, perhaps. Yes, it is.
ऑटो शायद कुछ
Okay,
मिस्टेक हो
look at
गया
that. There comes a taunt onto Kimi, and he will be taken out right away by Anti right there. But there comes the current call as well. The light out getting used very properly and on time. Rudius though trying to mark Eden down, but lazy boy Amulet. Joseph the Fanny Goat will find Nathan. Only Nathan in the middle of everything, while Kyle chunks down the turret goal on towards the bot side. LCF will try to secure the turtle in order to
Goal ले रहा है ये
reduce
पूरा।
the goal gap, which is going to be coming
27.
out from here. But 27,
Nice.
he's trying to mark them down.
Boom.
Saramun finds the retribution, but there comes the tsunami slam, and Andy gets taken down right away by Eden. And now LCF, they're
Hey, yeah,
all
yeah.
very low, and they will not be surviving Eden's wrath here. Eden with a double kill, and now there comes the invade.
I honestly thought the score would remain 1-1 just to okay, Eden, better watch
Oh.
out. No, he does not.
ऊपर
Okay, look at that. There comes a taunt once again onto Joseph though. He is low. But it's a Garot Kacha. How much can a Garot Kacha really do against Cable Lady, who's gonna be moving away from you in just a milliseconds? And as we can see here, Nathan, he has to rotate on towards the mid side to try and look for some gold. Kimi will have to dash away to safety. But Stark here, he is lagging behind in farm. Kyle, he has chunked down the entirety of the gold shield on towards the bot side, which means that's a solid 350 gold lead in his favor. This is going to look very difficult for the side of LCF if they want to recover this mid game onwards, because the Beatrix is just going to be farming up, not
Strong that almost First him immediately.
Strategy Kufra
ये
on
कुफरा
point,
बहुत
but Fanny
broken है
getting
बे।
caught out in that skirmish will get taken
कुफरा
down
gap हो
by
गया।
Stark TV. There isn't enough. The sacrificing the turtle, and yep, they read that well
You are
and will
right.
be recalling back to safety.
You are so right, girl. Yeah, like I generally thought they would just commit to it because it's just a turtle, not a lord. But you are really right. Going for that recall was absolutely necessary. Now, right now, they are safe to engage just in case if something happens. And Rudius looks like he had a plan in mind, maybe.
Oh,
Ooh, he flickers back to
See,
safety
right.
quite well. Hayabusa with a quad shadow on towards the back line. Tries to find it, but there comes the Kalia with the
Still
tsunami
more
slam
greedy.
right on time. Kimi with the play and will find that kill right there, but on towards the mid lane though. Kyle and Eden both very low. It is only 27 on towards the front line, trying to defend. But
What was
Asuna
that?
will find Kimi right there. Stark PC with the power spike. 7 on towards the front line, trying to defend. But Asuna towards the mid lane though. Kyle and Eden both very low. It is only find
अच्छा
the front line, trying to defend. But Asuna will find Kimi right there. Stark PC with the power spike after the Starlium's kit is up, and now they are gonna.
कितना लंबा है
Upper bracket finals completely. Stay safe. That gives her, especially the machine gun. Obviously, I feel like just gonna get bursted out.
Okay.
तो
The only
क्या
one
था ये कौन
getting
मारा
left behind. Obviously, I feel like
अच्छा
just gonna get bursted out.
भाई
Okay, look at that. Asuna though getting bursted
यूनॉक्स
out
तो
by the
क्या
Matrix
खतरनाक खेल
ultimate.
रहा है बे
Matrix will be the
मर भी
one
नहीं आ रहा कुछ
getting
मारा
taken down by Anti on towards the back line. So accurate with that taunt right onto the main target. LCF taking Kyle down once more. Will be finding the turtle so very easily. Though, he showed himself on
चारा
that
फैनी भाई
push.
क्या ही
It's
करेगा
not
यहाँ
the
पे
best position. There comes the current call on towards the blue side.
Hmm.
Joseph does secure the buff, gets the taunt, but will have to run away. Sarteezy with the ultimate right there, trying to deal some damage, but will be backing off safely.
The score sits at 6 to 11, you know, and it's with the goal lead as well, 3,000 on only 8 minutes. The Fanny's obviously effectiveness is going to be lowering down more and more because of the simple fact that Fanny into later phases mostly just becomes a split lane pusher. And you cannot really interact with it, but we do see some action in the bottom lane. Hayabusa, Sorar Moon gets taken down.
Oh,
Just as I speak.
Rarmon gets taken down by Kyle. That's a 1v1. Pretty surprising, but it's okay, Dreams. We get you. Mistakes happen. And even the Fanny, though, on towards the backside, look at that. He is also getting caught. Rudius misses the Tyrant's rage, but that's okay.
Oh,
Starkey
Leighton?
tries to do some damage, but no, Joseph is going to be escaping with less than 1% of his HP remaining. Back to safety and back with a little bit of farm right there.
It is just impressive what they've been able to pull off this game because Kufra is one of those heroes that is very high risk play, just like Franco. But as you have discussed with me, that Rudius is pretty good with high risk heroes, and it's obviously he's been proving it pretty right. Right now, we can clearly notice the map presence and everything. But oh, looks like something's cooking up in the mid lane, Sarah.
Look at that. Look at the tsunami slam comes in by Kimi right on target. Lunox get bursted out right away, but there comes the damage from Hayabusa as well as Nathan. Seramun has to back off. So does Nathan. Now Kyle's time has started. He has the Malefic gun. He has his items, and he is getting the power spike, which was so needed for the side of TRT. We can see them trying to come back, and this match, it is still very much possible for the side of TRT to take in their own as they're going for the mid lane tier 1, and I think they would find it, but no, there comes the Kufra with the stun. There comes the balls, and it takes down Joseph right away. But
Conceal.
okay, look, it's not over. It's not over. They were chasing down Kyle and Eden, but thankfully they moved back to safety. But that means, Lord, it is going to be going to the hands of LCF right there.
And getting the Lord, that basically means the bottom lane is. Nah, I think it can come into mid lane as well because all of the lanes have their tier 2s alive. Tier 1s are already down, so a lot of map being covered. One thing that Tartarus has done really good is they have equalized the macro because of the fact that if they had taken the Lord, this game would have shifted. But clearly, it hasn't just yet. With the Lord coming up into top lane, oh, Fanny better watch out. Gets a little bit taunted over here. Sarah.
Look at Stark TZY just on towards the backside, but look at the Tsunami Slam coming in though, just marking down Ante. Oh, but the Siren's Rage catches two in the backside, but Kufra will fall prey to the Kimi's immobilize. Not good for the side of LCF right there. They lost two of their members
Oh,
right before
damn.
the Lord fight. Rarmoon does find 27 though, and Stark finds Kyle. Oh my goodness. Stark Casey were really showing who's the boss in this match, don't you think, Ray?
Absolutely, Sarah, because this game is just. I gotta give it out to Sark.
It's a great rivalry in 2024. Nowadays, we don't see that rivalry anymore. The obvious draft is coming from LCF. They're going for this Granger ban, so I feel like Irithel is coming on, or
इसकी और
maybe
लिस्ट
they will
करना
go for the Nathan once again, because a lot of time if Tata is preparing for a tanky jungler, for a utility
आया
jungler,
काजा का
because
डेटा
as Sarah
अच्छा
mentioned
पिक
that
ऑफ
the damage
और
Hilda will
बस
be there,
सिंगल
so they
तो उन
need
लोगों को
one
बहुत
more
टैंकी देना
frontliner
होगा बे
who can, sustain for the team.
नाइस
But as we
काटो
know
है
that
काटो आराम
Jushin
से
can
टॉन्ट
also be a
मारेगा
sustain mage. I mean, if she go with the physical
हिल्डा भी
emblem,
ब्लॉक करेगी
she can also act as a
अच्छा ये
sustain.
एस्केप स्किल है
But let's see. Oh, Akai into the ban.
हम्म,
That's quite new for me. Not in this meta. I mean, I know it's good, but no one is using it in Indian community. No one is using it. Why they went for that ban? I'm not sure about it. Xbox was open. Lucas can be a perfect pick here for Tartarus.
I think they just banned it out because they don't want Joseph to be picking it up for one reason, because as easy, most of the heroes that he can pick up will get disabled by the Kaja, but the Akai does not get disabled that easily, and also he can be played as obviously an utility jungle. And I feel like they were suspecting it for Tartarus to do that because, of course, right now Joseph's hands are bind. And Akai is a really last pick option. That is something that they had in mind. But hey, we're going to be seeing the 1-1 this time around into this fourth game, and I am a little bit doubtful of it because, of course, there's the Kaja, which can easily disable her, but we'll obviously have to wait it out and see what Joseph might be cooking in. Most of the Chang jungles have been banned out. He cannot exactly go for an assassin because that might make him extremely vulnerable and fall victim to the obviously the divine judgment. But let's see what's under the table for LCF. The last two picks, Asuna and Stark TZ. What are they going to be picking up for their team? Of course, because they're going to be switching up. No, no, no. We have already picked up the Kadita. So what is going to be the EXP lane and the goal lane for their teams? Let's just figure it out. Sarah, any predictions? Oh, okay. They are going to be relying on their Nathan, aren't they? Nathan is just going to be
अगेन नाटा
working
ना
over time.
Yep.
Oh, look
And
at that.
honestly, yeah.
आई
Oh, Ash, go
थिंक
ahead.
टाटरस ड्राफ्ट बेटर
No, no, I'm not going ahead. I'm just saying, look at that Esma. I mean, it's something new
टाटरस
from them
जीतेगा
as
ये
well.
मैच
Okay, Sarah, your pick is here. Fanny, they're going for the comfort.
Yep. Once more, it is going to be Joseph on the Fanny and Kyle on that 1-1. However, though, the Nathan early game definitely better than that of 1-1 unless she can just play around that Inspire and the first skill stun, especially if Dada doesn't take a Purify right there. It's an equal matchup, but the Nathan wins. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the land of dawn. Early skirmishes everywhere as both of these teams, LCF looking for a 3-1 sweep, while TRT looking to stay in the game. Look at the taunt coming in onto Hayabusa early on itself. He's gonna be caught out low. TRT, they are trying to just steal away that small creep from the Hayabusa so that he does not get the farm. But Rudius, he is there dealing some damage. Asuna does need to look for it to look and mark out that Eden as well as the Fanny. But however, nothing's gonna be really working out right here. Both the junglers at an equal farm level at the moment, and they have to rotate to the other side of the map if they want to hit their level.
Absolutely right, Sarah. And it looks like we changed names, right? You became Asuya, I became Itami. But yeah, the turtle's going to be coming in. And immediately as we dived into the game, just like you mentioned, the poke was just not just few little pokes. They were kill thirsty. They almost were able to take down each other, but of course, a few resources were already gated. Oh, what's happening in the mid lane, Sarah? Is it going to be killed or not? No, not just, not damage. What am I saying? Not enough damage. Just yet. Turtle coming in. Let's see what's going to happen. Fanny, better watch out.
क्या होगा भाई म्यूट हो गया
Looks
सब
like there's some kind of an issue from your end, Sarah, or maybe I'm just not able to hear you. But sorry about that. The turtle goes into the hands of bottom lane. 1-1, better watch out.
भाई
Kyle takes the first
क्या है
game
मतलब
into his hands. Of
नाटन
course,
इतना
Stark
ओपी है
TV
क्या
is the one. Kyle gets taken down. and
इजीली ले रहा है
like
बेट्रिक्स
there's
को भी
some
इसने
kind of
फेल
an
किया
issue
आराम से
from your end, Sarah, or maybe I'm just not able to hear you. But sorry about
देखो
that. The turtle goes into the hands of bottom lane. 1-1, better watch out. Kyle takes the first blood into his hands. Of course, Stark TZ is the one.
तो
Kyle gets taken down, and mic test, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm here for her unless he comes back again. So
Yeah.
it's going great, Ray. I mean, look, the start is great from Tartarus. They give a totally aggressive start. They didn't give Haya to get level 4 quick with taking out that creep on the red buff as well as the small creep in the goal. But now a lot of goal is being taken down by Sakti. AOG coming
नाटान
up
ओपी
with
और
that. They got,
सब
oh my
नाटान
goodness,
खेल
quick
रहे
one come up
थे
from Kaza. Rudius manages his way
मुझे भी
back
नाटान
down, but
खेलना शुरू
Ruki
करना
Shadow kill as
पड़ेगा
well. 3-man being caught out. Redemption. Okay, no, it will be revitalizing from Gatot Kata, but that's Sakti
ओ
will start the
नाटान
table on
पोजीशनिंग ओपी है
fire
भाई
because it's Kadita soon getting a kill onto
वाह
Kyle. 2-man down already going for
मर
the
ही
third
नहीं रहा
target.
बे
Hilda will be taken down as well, but in the meantime, okay, 4-man down is
नाटान
Ray's wife who
ओ
will be taken down in
ठीक
the process. 4-man down with 1 man from the side of LCF.
Sarah, you there?
क्या है ये
Okay.
नाटान
I can see her speaking, but her voice is not coming for some reason. Could be a technical issue
नाटान
on
ओपी
her
है
hand. Hopefully she comes back, of course. And mic test, Sarah. Do keep speaking. Don't worry about interrupting us because okay, looks like I can see her speaking, but yeah, her voice is not coming.
Is
That,
bot.
that yeah,
नाटान बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है
that
बे,
just
क्या
sucks.
है मतलब
She's of course
ये बंदा
then
दूसरा एमएम
of
इतना
course
नहीं
Sarah,
अच्छा नहीं
do
खेल रहा है
not
क्या नहीं
hesitate.
पता
Just
नहीं मैं
keep
भी
on
फर्स्ट टाइम ही देख
mic
रहा हूँ
testing.
इंडिया का
So
इतना
we'll
फॉलो
get
नहीं
back.
करता
We
मैं
can hear you. Yeah, no issues about that.
या
But
पर
yeah,
अभी शायद
looking into the game 5-1 already. LCF just clearly
नाटान को बदल
dominating
रहा है हाँ।
every time. How do they do this? It's just beautiful. Except for that game when Tartarus took the win, LCF has not been caught lacking in any sense or any possible
नाइस
way.
टर्टल
And oh, they took another turtle last easy.
Once again, my goodness, the turtle
वाह
being taken down. Esmeralda was the
कैसे
one who
हार
got
रहे वे
down in that big team fight on the top lane by Joseph, but now she managed to take down 27. In the
भाई
meantime,
ये सब
in
पूरा
the mid
मैजिक
lane,
कॉम
there is
खेल
a
रहे हैं कब
storm is
से
going on. Beatrix, I mean not Beatrix, it's
मैजिक
Gatot
मैजिक
Kacha
एक
being
मैजिक दो
targeted
मैजिक
down by
4
Anti
मैजिक
right now. Okay, they're
ओ
going for the
माय
Jushin. It will
गॉड
be a double kill. 3-man down by
क्या
Anti.
डोमिनेशन दे रहे
Anti
हैं
literally give a beautiful redemption for his kill being taken down by Joseph. And you know what? I feel like LCF is taking on the game because it's already a 3K goal lead, Ray.
Yeah, 3K goal lead. Sarah, mic
Hello,
test.
hello.
Yeah, she's back.
Oh,
Finally, thank God. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Oh, but look at that. As soon as I am back, Joseph, he is there with the cutthroat onto Khadira, just stealing away that kill. But on towards the bot side, though, 27 looks in a bit of a danger. And Stark, Sirarmun, as well as Afraid, they're
कड्डी
all
सा
looking
अच्छा
for
नहीं
that
दिख रहा
tower. And Stark, he has to escape. There comes the AOG, but will not hit anyone.
भाई
Rudius
एमएम
has
बहुत
to
ओपी है
figure out
नाटान
to avoid activating Wanwan's ultimate right there, and he does it perfectly well. On towards the top side, Anti just roaming around, trying to clear out the lanes, but this time around it is TRT who are going to be ganking down the bottom lane. There comes the Hayabusa ultimate onto
ओ
Fanny. It shifts onto Eden at the last moment, saves Kyle's life with one slither of HP remaining. This time around,
शेडो नहीं
on
लगा था
towards the
क्या उसे
top side, Anti just roaming around, trying to clear out the lanes, but this time around it is TRT who are going to be ganking the Hayabusa with one slither of HP.
शेडो नहीं लगा शेडो लगा तो
With
खत्म
one
था
slither of HP looking pretty weak, they need to recover the gold. Anti there with the Esmeralda ultimate just jumping in. He is
भाई
unafraid.
ड्राफ्ट
He
गैप हो रहा है
is
बे
dominating.
मैं
But
सोचा
there comes Kadita. There
स्टार्टर्स का
comes
अच्छा
the
ड्राफ्ट है
Rift
पर
Power. He
हीरोज
takes
ओपी है
him
पर वो
down. The
लोग
mega kill
सिंक
for
नहीं हो
Mythic
रहा है
right there on. And now LCF is in form. They're gonna be looking it for that mid tower so very easily.
I think with the score already. Oh, they are just
और
relentless
मार मार मार
because 27 survives it. Nah, he
वो
gets taken down.
इसमें गॉट
Oh, and it's a mega kill for Anti as well, though. Good attempt right there. But what do we do? Let's see if they're just leading so very high in front. But the two-man taunt comes in by Kimi right there, and Kyle finds Asuna in the
वो
middle
नाइस
of
शेडो
it.
भाई
He
मर
has
गया
to
वो तो
back
मर गया
off.
नहीं
There
बचेगा
comes the Hayabusa ultimate. Stark TZY with the unstoppable as Saranmun finds another in the backside. Kyle being caught out very low. He had just activated his ultimate. Joseph, though, he is visible. Saranmun is there. He is visible, though. Is he gonna find
इजी
it? Is he
आया
gonna find it? No, he
अल्टी नहीं
has
था
to
अल्टी नहीं
back
था
off to safety. Both these teams. Oh, is Joseph going to be going back for that cutthroat? He did try to mark down the shadow, but Serrar smart enough to use the other direction. Good play by both of these assassins right there. But
Hmm.
somehow, LCF, they are ahead in farm. They have the lead of 10 kills in their favor, and things are looking very dire for the side of TRT right now.
Exactly, 4,000 goal lead as well. With, if you look at it into the map, we can clearly see there's a difference. Not much difference because Tartarus really likes to equalize it, but you can clearly notice that the turret game, one down in the mid lane, one down in the bottom lane, that's two turret, and Hayabusa is going to be making sure that falls into three. So all tier ones will be falling down, and Tartarus will be falling into a little bit of a tight position where they need to make sure that the next move is obviously much more crucial. They need a crossbow of tank from 1-1 on specific targets. That is, of course, Sarktizi, but he'll most likely get for the Wind of Nature as soon as possible. Saramun barely scraping that off, but oh,
ओ
look at
भाई
that.
क्या है ये?
Oh, on time, on towards the backside.
नो
There
डर भाई, इसे
comes
कुछ डर
the
नहीं है.
power of Dada. He is showing who's the boss on that lane and just bursting Joseph down right away. Having the time of his life. And LCF, they are looking strong. There comes the recalls as well. They want to take this home once more. They want history to repeat itself. They are
Hmm.
here to carry forward their legacy from the LAN event finals. And today, in the semifinals of the upper bracket of Mythic Showdown, they're looking strong. They're going to be taking down the Lord and end things for good.
And there's just no possible comeback for the hands of Tartarus to make sure of it. Because what can they really do? They need Kyle to trigger at least one crossbow of tank, but on who? He cannot do it on Kaja. He cannot do it on Esmeralda, who's a little bit too tanky. And Joseph,
ओ
will
Oh,
get
look
भाई.
bursted.
at the timing. Look at the timing. Rudius and
भाई
Asuna
LCF
with
too
the
good भाई.
play. Petrify and Kaja's judgment of Rad. They're just perfectly well done by Elzir right there. No competition whatsoever for the Lord. Lord gonna be marching down the top side. Ray.
I am not really sure what Tartarus can do at this point because they don't have proper wave clear. 1-1 is not a wave clear at all. She's one of those
ए वन
marksmen
वन
that
का ऐसा बुरा हालत
specializes in,
कर
of
दिया है,
course,
बेचारा आगे नहीं जा
team
सकता ना
fight and,
मेन.
of course, taking down targets one
हायाबुसा
by
इजी
one.
ब्रश.
Her specialty, wave clear,
नाटन भी इजी ब्रश
absolutely
कर
not
देगा.
it. And look
पुश
at the
करता है.
itemization. Hayabusa has a Blade of Despair, the expensive, one of the most expensive in the game. And also the Nathan with 3 items. The Fanny is just struggling. No energy, no purple, nothing. And right now, with the Lord marching down, just like you said, onto the top of lane,
एंड तो नहीं
he's going to
होगा,
be running
एटलीस्ट
down
2
into a
इनविटर.
turret. I don't know what they can do, but AOG
वो
comes
प्री
in. But of
टाइमिंग में.
course, it's up to no avail. The pterodactyl going to be marching to the base. So let's see. Tartarus, can they respawn here, Sarah?
ओ
Oh,
भाई.
look again. Kaja with the perfectly timed ultimate finds
ओ
Fanny. And there goes Kadita in the ultimate just going in.
पे
They are
एंड ही कर
getting
दिया
to
बे.
end
ऐसा
this.
तो नहीं, तू
Eden
तू
gets
इनविटर
taken
लेके.
down right away in one knockup. 4 members down. Only Kyle getting left out, and
जी
Kyle
जी
gets
भाई.
taken down as well. Lakshmi Chit Fund 3-1 semi-finals in their hands. They secure a spot in the grand finals versus Dakusena. This is LCF, everybody.
They do not stop, do they? Because host Easy, welcome back. It's been a great series. We did not get to see a fifth game, a little bit of a disappointment. But of course, LCF, Lentina, they're going to be happy. I can already see them in the chat. But overall, a very dominating game 20-4 under 11 minutes, a massive, staggering 7,000 goal lead. And Tartarus just did not stand a chance. Also, one question I have, their squad was meow like on the third game. How did it change to simp? Like, is that a new glitch? Like, I just noticed that because I'm a very observant person. It was meow, okay? I was not delusional. It was meow. How did it become simp? That is weird. But yeah, jokes aside, take it over, of course.
Okay, the infiltration of the territory has already been successful because LCF taking on the game number 4 for themselves, clinching the series with a 3-1 score, and they will be into the upper bracket not the semi-finals, upper bracket
Finals, yeah.
finals, obviously against DS Dakusena. So guys, what you're waiting for? I mean, the game is on now for LCF. They will be finding their way to that, and Tartarus will be finding their way to playing against the OG IZN. So I mean, both the matches will be fire up tomorrow, today. Everything is just settled right now. But what I feel, the territory holder is no more the territory holder because they had got infiltrate 2 times Ray.
Dethroned.
So do you think? I mean, we're gonna say it that they are the territory holder? I don't think so. But now we'll be taking a short break because game number 2 of tonight, which is the lower bracket semi-finals game, coming on soon. So new casters will be joining on to entertain you all, and the game will be on soon. So please be there. Stay tuned with us. Don't go anywhere. But for us, we'll be taking a sign off now. Me, host Easy, as well as caster Ray and caster Sarah will
Bye.
be signing off from Mythic Showdown. Thank you, guys.
जी
ये सारा इनको बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत देने वाला है। थोड़ा सा फिर से यहाँ पर लौट
अब
आएंगे, अंदर
थोड़ा
जाएंगे,
गेम निकालेंगे हाँ